Okay, good morning. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. I took this from Ella Fitzgerald with Duke Ellington, early 1930s. They're doing it in F minor. I think we did it in D before, but we basically had everything pretty right. So here are the basic parts, and we'll smooth it out after. Now in the beginning, the bass player actually goes against sort of a background of F minor. And then when they get going, they do the line that we were doing. So you could do that. Just so that you don't wear out this sound, the harmony of this. So just real quick, if you choose to do this, it's the F minor. It starts the same. That's that F minor with the E flat note in the bass. Now I'm using a diminished. I don't really know what to use here. It almost looks like G7. D is in the bass. And then I'm hitting what looks like a C sharp 7. And I never make it to the C. And there's lots of ways you could explain, like this is maybe a flat 9 of the C, and there's lots of other things you could look, but I won't stay on that too long. Just you could do that for a while, and then when someone started to play the melody, you could go the way we'd done it. Right, that looks like C sharp major or B flat minor with a third in the bass, C7. Okay. Now another way that's kind of fun to do it okay, now this looks like a B flat diminished, F minor with a third in the bass, what looks like C7 or G diminished, F minor. You could even use that as an intro. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. That's good too. Ain't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. It's got that kind of cotton club down dirty. Now the nice thing about that is that very conveniently, if you just with a one note change, you'll be getting that 7. So let's moving on through the song just to show you what I mean. Remember, we had this one time, right? We made that the second time through, making F7, so it would go nicely to ba 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 da ba 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 da B flat or 1. Mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do I do I do I do I do I? Oh, sorry. Okay, so if it ain't got that swing, so just coming at it from the other side. When I thought about things down low, I thought, oh, here another intro possibility, or an interlude if you wanted to throw something in the middle. And there's 100 ways to do this. Okay, so using a lot of open notes. Or it's a little bit of it's not that hard, it's just a little awkward at first, because there's a finger over each fret. And basically you keep adding a note a half step above the barred chord. Well, actually not this one. Sorry, I forgot. You could play around with that. There might be something in there you'd like. I use it as an intro and interlude. Okay, here we go. We looked a little bit at, we were in D, so we were here. And I think we did something like, so just to do that in F, there's the F minor. If you bring these two fingers down, it's a bit of a stretch, so you kind of could bring them down and then replace this finger with your pinky. You're getting sort of a G7 or a diminished sound. And then you move the whole thing down one. No, sorry. There, so that's what we should have done. First one, that was good. Then this, just drop this finger here to cover that and slide that one down. The middle one can stay. You're making a C7, which is what we're doing. F minor, G7, C7, F minor. This is also F minor, it's just the inversion. This note moved to the bass. These notes stayed. Or you could say, I'm playing the top 3 strings or the second from top 3 strings. Okay, here we go. And then give it some rhythm. I do that a lot. It takes a little practice to get your finger to roll over, but it happened. We're all made the same. Now keep in mind there's another inversion, right? F minor. So sorry. F minor. It's a little dull, but it has if you add things to it. G, easy to add, right? You notice when you do this, you're actually making diminished. So you can play around with that. So just an exact translation is F minor, G7, C7. You can go here with the F minor down there if you want. One last thing on that. Remember, if you take the root down chromatically, it's gonna think if it ain't got that swing. Oh, do da ba da ba da ba da ba da. This is, let's see, because this, when you get to the, this is this. So you might come up with something like that. Every inversion that has a root could do the same thing. So sorry, off screen. Okay. I think everything else is kind of self-explanatory. Just to be sure, B flat 7, E flat 7, A flat, C7. Bridge. B is A flat. Whatever the 1 is becomes a dominant, becomes a 7th. So sweet or hot. And just a D flat. Then go up to what? To B flat. So one more time. I'd say. Okay, now bridge. No, I'm not used to playing an A flat. I should play more. Okay, have fun with that. See you later.